If you talk to Newport News resident Susan Russell, she'll tell you if you are sexually assaulted, you need to call the local police before calling campus police.
Her daughter was raped while attending UVA. Tonight, the two are advocates for changing what they say is a broken system. And tonight, Susan Russell is telling her side of the story to Andy Fox.
Well, Tom and Nicole, Russell has been very outspoken that colleges have become safe havens for sexual predators because she says schools are so concerned about their own image they fail to report what is actually going on. That's what she says. And tonight, she wants the laws changed to better protect students.
My daughter had a violent, traumatic rape.
Susan Russell's daughter, Catherine, was raped in her UVA college dorm room.
I had to go to my dean 3 times to report it. I had to work with the school repeatedly to try to get them to go forward, and I was dissuaded at every turn.
Russell says Catherine's rape never properly investigated by UVA's campus police.
Campus presidents should remove themselves from the decision-making process and turn it over to the Commonwealth attorney.
Consider this. In 2011, the Virginia State Crime Commission studied rape investigations by campus police. Of 16 forcible rapes, there were no arrests. Of 15 forcible sodomy, object penetration, and fondling, only 3 arrests, and they were for the lesser fondling charge.
Everybody asked immediately after, how did Jesse Matthew fall through the crack? It's not how did he fall through the crack, they all fall through the cracks.
Jesse Matthew, charged with abducting UVA student Hannah Graham, connected through DNA to the death of Morgan Harrington, connected to the rape of a Fairfax County woman, was investigated for a sexual assault in 2002 at Liberty University and left the school. In 2003, he enrolled at Christopher Newport University, where he was investigated for a sexual assault before he was forced to leave.
If he left Liberty in 2002 and they put on his transcript that he left because of sexual assault, perhaps he would not have gotten into CNU.
CNU President Paul Tribble won't discuss Matthew's transcripts, but CNU always reports both academic and disciplinary dismissals on student transcripts so that other colleges have the benefit of that information. We asked Tribble if he supports mandatory reporting of campus sexual assaults to local police departments.
I don't have any problem with that, but it's not going to achieve any result unless the victim is willing to step forward.
If you bring in local police and Commonwealth attorneys to investigate every allegation of rape and sexual assault, you will not have to worry about putting it on a transcript because it will become part of a criminal record.
The Fox is in charge of the hen house.
Attorney Jonathan Halprin is representing a rape victim in a $10 million lawsuit against Virginia Wesleyan College.
The schools are responsible for reporting the number of assaults on their own campus, and that's not a recipe for accurate data.
Halprin says his lawsuit is the perfect example on why campus sexual assault victims don't come forward. His client, known as Jane Doe, got this letter from School Vice President David Buckingham. Our findings of him engaging in physical activity of a sexual nature against the will of another student remain unchanged. The college also decided to allow him to withdraw a different designation which may assist him in seeking further studies.
They're trying to help the athlete who's the rapist, and what have they done to help my client?
Buckingham, who refuses comment, then wrote Jane Doe,
"We understand the stress that you have experienced in this matter and hope that you have already begun to put this behind you."
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Virginia Wesleyan changed the suspect's transcript to help him. Halprin says this is the reason for mandatory reporting of sexual assaults to local police. That issue now under consideration by Governor Terry McAuliffe's task force on campus sexual assault. Rosemary Tribble, wife of CNU President Paul Tribble, and herself a rape victim, is on the task force.
Things are happening also off campus, and it's very important to involve the local police. So we need the right kind of collaboration. It is something we need to look at.
ODU student Christopher Indiritu, one of 2 students on the task force.
I think it should be mandatory that both departments should know about what's happening.
Also having a voice in this discussion is Northern Virginia Delegate Eileen Fillercorn. She plans to file some type of legislation on this issue in January's General Assembly session. Delegate Fillercorn tells me several high-profile cases have shed a light on the need for new action regarding campus sexual assaults and the subsequent investigations and information sharing that follows one of these tragic incidents. Now, on the other side, campus police supporters think requiring mandatory notification will undermine their credibility, making it more difficult to recruit quality officers because it may appear those departments are not qualified. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.